Jjukira ku top of 5 geema y'olugwa bweti Hazzard tajja kuvaawo bamusimbula Ibula awo wennyini alina okuba n'anisitoopu geemu 2. Kitegeeza egeemu y'olweggwa Sejjemba Ibula ajja kudda ku center table azagene Lukoma Hazzard. Director wa the Coffee Village omukulu Kasegende Eddie kisobola okulaba webali kujja tugenda maaso empaka jjukira twazituumye Years Invitational Pool Championship era nga z'empaka ezisookedde ddala okutegekebwa wano ku KV mu mwaka guno omupya si ku KV wokka Masaka yonna ate nga jjukira empaka zino zeetabiddwamu abazannyi bali 16 bokka kulimu yekka bagenda kwekuba puulu agenda kuba nno mungi ddala era bw'oba wasasudde wali akasengeko mu mulyango ogenda kunyumira tukagenda kukusana puulu ye ogenda mulabira ddala akyali mungi ddala. Omukungu wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka omukulu Kale Ssenkungu alina abazannyi be bali 3 mu mpaka zino baawagira bali 3 omuli kompyuta owa Lubulwa Simon, omuli Ssenyonjo Glorious ne Muweesi Fred. Kakati abazannyi baabo 3 ne Kimera Vincent bali 4 akuba ofa za njawulo. Omukulu Kimera Vincent yamuwadde ofa bw'ava mu kibinja emitwalo gye 2 egyayitira wali waggulu n'agifuna. Ekyo kimu. Abazannyi babala 3 okuli kompyuta Glorious ne Fred Muweesi amu ku abo abazannyi 3 atwala tonamenti eno baawangula empaka zino ku $2 million ajja mwongerako emitwalo 3. Ate bwe bakubidde ku fayino oba bw'otuuka ku fayino omu ku abo abazannyi kompyuta Glorious oba Muweesi bw'otuuka ku fayino gwe manya nti kiwaddirwa emitwalo 2 oba ogirina kubanga ne bwe bakuba atikuwa bw'owangula akuwa 3. Kitegeeza $2 million omuwanguzi bw'ogiwangula ajja kwongerako emitwalo 3 ate bwe bakukuba ku fayino akakadde kalamba ajja kwongerako emitwalo 2. Ate bw'omalira mu kyokusatu ajja kwongerako emitwalo 10 omu ku abo abazannyi 3 kompyuta Glorious ne Muweesi Fred. Kale abazannyi abo ndoza muwulidde omukulu wali awo waggulu atudde yalize empawa ssente zange So Mr. Kaneto yazze nnyo omutima ogwo ogulyenyeza nnyo.
So now I'm streaming 2 matches. Hazzard 1, Moses Mofya 0, and Kelvin 5, Caesar 4. The match between Hazzard and Moses Mofya is on Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook. The match between Caesar and Kelvin is on Peter Chobe Live YouTube. Just in case you are watching one, but you may interest yourself in watching another. Most especially those of you who are watching from Zambia, I know that Hazzard versus Mofya could be your preferred match for viewing.
So I need that something. So I need that something of
So guys watching the match between Hazzard and Mofya, please ignore the scoreboard that is on the right of your screen and interest yourself only in the scoreboard that is in the middle of your screen, the one that has scores for Hazzard in blue and scores for Mofya in red. That one is at 1-1. In fact, you can follow the live scoreboard of the match between Kelvin and Caesar, because on the match scoreboard that is on the right of your screen, the 6 is for Kelvin and the 4 is for Caesar. If Caesar loses 3 more frames, his tournament will have come to an end, even though he will have one more match to play. And it is turning out that maybe Kelvin is a new African rival for Caesar. Most especially, should he win this match, it will be a 3rd time out of 3 that Kelvin would have beaten Caesar. In fact, the last time that Caesar beat Kelvin was just over 1 year ago at Queen's Sports Club in Bulawayo, the annual double elimination competition that was won by Caesar. He beat Kelvin in the quarterfinals. Since then, it has been Kelvin all the way. If he wins today, it will be a 3rd in succession and a 3rd in a space of less than a month. Yes, I believe it's now sorted because I've also been listening momentarily ago. History in the making here. I love the format, which doesn't come so often. We normally have single life and double elimination competitions, or single elimination and double life. But for now, this one almost has triple life. Because to exit the tournament entirely, most of the time it has to be 3 matches played. But after losing the first 2, it is more or less certain that you are out of the tournament, unless the statistics go bizarre, where one player beats all the other 3 opponents to the extent that the other 3 win 1 match each against each other. Then one of the players will have qualified to the 2nd round by winning 1 more match on goal difference against the other. It is the only scenario which can happen where we can have a player with 1 victory qualify for the round of last 8, but it normally doesn't come that easy. As a fitness, you are asking a question whether Rukia is married. That is a funny one, eh? Maybe I will forward your message to her when I get a chance to meet her one day. Mark, you are asking what Caesar's first match result was. He was beaten by Lugola Simon, the computer, 9-7. So as if this one is destiny, because Caesar has won 4 consecutive tournaments where we are in this district. He has not been beaten, winning 4 tournaments in a row, winning about 30 matches or so without losing any. And yet the very first match now in this year, he lost it to computer. This one is the 2nd, and there is a seeming likelihood that he could lose it also in a row. Walusimbi Shafik is asking who Uganda's seed number 1 is. Okay, you can say pretty much that it is Joseph Kasozi. Ranking in Uganda is only done by the Pool Association of Uganda, and they rank players according to tournaments of the Pool Association of Uganda only. A tournament like this one does not have ranking points. So while I have no problem with players being proud of their ranking positions, but for me sometimes ranking is just purely academic. The ranking position you may have as a player doesn't mean exactly that it is the position you hold in reality. Because for instance, last year there were about 50 tournaments that I streamed on this platform, but the tournaments that were based on for ranking were 3. So I think you get the scenario I'm talking about. For instance, the official Africa seed number 1 is Amadeus of Tanzania, because it is only the All Africa Pool Association that does the African ranking, and they hold only one event in 2 years. So the ranking is done on who of the players performs best in that one event, the All Africa Pool Championships. But for me, it is quite difficult to explain to people with evidence and sensibly speaking that Amadeus is Africa 1, although officially by the AAPA he is. So I think all events like this, there has to be a way of having them inculcated into the official ranking system to make the ranking sound realistic. But what is more realistic is that Kelvin Nkandu is getting closer and closer to exiting Caesar in this comp. In that match, it is now 7-4. Kelvin up. He needs 2 frames while Caesar needs 5 out of the next 6. Koselong Kunkuma, you're asking what the race is. It is not a real race. When you're asking race 2, it means as if when a player achieves some number of goals, then the match stops. They have to play 16 frames to completion to end the match. And whatever the result after 16 frames is what it is. If one of them has 9 frames won, then it is 3 points. If they draw 8-8, it is 1 point apiece, and the loser gets 0 points if they don't get 8 frames out of 16. I hope you get what I'm saying.
Number 2 of the city, the glorious city.
It is Moses, Mofya 1 and Hazzard 3. If Mofya loses that match, then his tournament will come to an end, just like Caesar. Should he lose this match, should Caesar lose 2 more frames, then his tournament will come to a sad end, unless something very bizarre happens. That bizarre thing I've been telling you about is if Kelvin win all of his matches, and then the other players get to set each other out equally, with one player winning 1 match each, and then goal difference can sort them out. Then Caesar could have a slight chance, but only and only on goal difference. And I'm just going to try to look for how possible that can even happen. So the group where Caesar and Kelvin are involved is a group that also has Lobola Simon, the computer. It is Group D. It also has Fred Mwesi. So Fred Mwesi has been beaten. Now Caesar can only qualify if, and I'm explaining mathematics. For instance, if Fred Mwesi loses all of his matches, and then Kelvin wins all of his matches, then it will be computer or Caesar to join Kelvin into the round of last 8. And I am assuming that Kelvin will be beating computer in the next match between the 2. And I'm also assuming that computer does not beat Mwesi. But I'm the same person who said it's only possible if Mwesi loses all of his matches. So 99% likely if Kelvin wins this match where he's leading now 8-4, that will be the end of Caesar in this tournament. I hope I've explained myself quite well. Still 3-1 between Hazzard and Mofya. Hazzard leading after being readmitted into the same tournament he had been exited. He arrived and explained himself that he explained to one of the tournament organizers that he will be coming late, and then the organizer did not explain to the other members of the organizing committee that Hazzard will be late. He arrived after a declaration that he was being exited. He had gotten exited from the tournament, but when he explained himself, the organizers were understanding enough to readmit him, because even in my opinion, it was understandable. Computer now leads 1-0 against Fred Mwesi. So Caesar must win the remaining 4 frames and then beat Mwesi Fred and hope that other results go his way. That is the sad situation he's involved in. After the ongoing 2 matches, I'm streaming them. In the next session, I will be streaming only one match. Then I will be taking off some time to charge my other gadgets, microphones and phones and power banks. Doing 2 streams can be quite consuming, not just in terms of gadgets, but also data charges. Apex DJ, thank you for watching. You are watching the match between Hazzard and Mofya. Michael Malama watching also the match on Facebook between Hazzard and Mofya rightly says that Mofya has to pull up himself.
Abava mu buninja babiri balindira quarter finals. Omuzannyo ogwo okusinziira ku katoke mukabakwadde updates agambye kumikiza mufeeri yekkalira kumbangiza ekitagenda kusobola kujja kitegeeza Mansuur lwali era agenda kuzannya. Thank you.
So if Caesar wins the remaining 4 frames, even Kelvin will not be 100% safe. My assumption that Kelvin will be making the quarterfinals is one assumption that he will be winning the match. Is now 8-5. Should Caesar win 3 frames and make it 8-8, then Kelvin will hope not to lose the next match he will be having within Computer. And the Computer is doing 1-0 against Fred Mwesi. If Mwesi loses that match, he will be definitely out of contention. So he's only be playing against Caesar as a formality.
Kayanja Ibla yeyawangudde ekitegeeza abasozi abana busatu. Kevi abadde na busatu bwe yafunye Black Sheep ate we yazanye Kayanja Ibla Kevi teyasobodde okuwangula kati maaki eyo ebadde era ani ayitawo kubanga omukulu Kayanja Ibla already alina obuliro mwenda ate kasozi abadde na busatu Kevi busatu kati ng'asooka ku mwenda oba awangula munne okuweza obuliro kubanga ofuna obuliro busatu olina kuweza games mwenda kitegeeza kasozi okubadde 83 n'asooka ku mwenda abafunye obuliro busatu kati nze kolo nzireba zibadde ziyija mu kiyinja wakuba kategede.
So the first player to exit the competition entirely has been Chimera Vincent. He has lost 2 matches. He will play his 3rd match, but for himself it will be useless. Computer 2, Fred Mwesi 0. If Computer wins, he qualifies for the top for the last 8. Hazzard now 4 and Moses Mofya 1.
Omuzannyo ng'amubadde mu kibinja ky'ekimu temulina kugenda kwesakira kale nengerera ekaddamu.
So if you are Caesar or one of his fans, it has to be one of those moments when everything goes your way, including luck, but also playing well in the rest of the matches, and then just to stand a chance, simply to stand a chance. He can only qualify for the quarterfinals. At most, he can get 4 points. 4 points can take him to the second round if he is lucky with other results in matches involving other players. Should Caesar win the next 3 frames against Kelvin to make it 8-8, he will be on 1 point and Kelvin on 4. Kelvin will be next facing Computer. Caesar will be hoping for I don't know what in that match, but he has to beat Fred Moesi first and get himself on 4. Then if Computer and Kelvin draw, then it will be Computer probably through, and also Kelvin through. Yes, that result will not be taking Caesar through. A draw between Kelvin and Computer should Caesar draw. But should Computer win, then both Caesar and Kelvin will be on 4 points, and whoever has better goal advantage will be through. So that's the math. Caesar has to win the next 2 frames and then hope that Computer beats Kelvin. That's all it is. For Moses Mofya, he's getting closer and closer and closer to his exit from the tournament because Hazzard is leading 4-1. Hazzard needs only 5. Mofya needs the whole of 7. Actually needs 8 more frames. And then hopefully for him win the next match to make it to the quarterfinals. Outside of that, he will be playing the 3rd frame only as a formality.
Eya BAU abadde China tournament n'enku ya Paul newakubadde yali abaddeko seed number 1 Uganda naye nga ekyamwangiriza okubeera seed number 1 yafuna obubonero bungi mu National Ball Beach era omwaka ogwo bamujjukira ajjukira ayinza okwesitulizaako bakola mwaka ki ayanjalo yali namba emu 222 mu biseera bwe twali mu COVID. Okay. Mbali ya wangu chikopo.
Bili abini mwebi we wangu mbonero na abasi bili abini mwesa.
Okay. Bili abini mwebi we full of mbonero na janga si mbili abini mwesa. Mchari.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ekitegeeza biko mwende Caesar ng'atwala emmotoka kandi yali si number 1. Thank you. Okweyagala ebitafuula bya kubuteeka mu ggwanga Uganda ky'obwebita n'omuntu okusaza okweyagala ebyamasaka TV katokiimo muganzira nga champion pabo bitayibwa Emmanuel Singendo Glorious.
As Kelvin continues in attacking play, frame number 11 is not only to take him to the quarterfinals, it is also to take Caesar out of the tournament entirely. 3 reds now, all perfectly positioned, and the black ball is positioned equally good. Now on to reds, Kelvin, to take down a guy that is his very good friend in real life, but has to be very cautious to take Caesar out, because should Caesar escape here, it could become a problem even to Kelvin in the latter stages of the tournament. That's what is so important for Kelvin to do what he's exactly doing. For the 3rd time out of 3, Kelvin defeats Caesar. Caesar is out. He has a match to play against Fred Moesi, but that one will be a formality for him. The group will be determined. Whoever qualifies from the group will be between Computer and maybe Fred Moesi, who is trying to fight for his 2nd position. For now, the match ends with Kelvin wins 9-6.
Ibira kyagambye Group D. Kitegeeza table 6 Kelvin Kangu ayiseewo. Chanika is out. Olutego atandise nno ati omugenzi omuze atabuddemu atya wakyabulayo makiiko yakazanya muwezi results ezasoose Simon yawangudde season n'afuna obubonero busatu Simon. Results ezasoose Kelvin yawangudde muwezi Kelvin n'afuna obubonero bwenda. Kelvin yawangudde season n'aweza mukaaga. Simon sikoba ziri zityawo omutego 4 3 over 4 3-1. Glorious. Some changes on table 2.
Yes, guys, as Hazzard leads 5-1. Big likelihood that Moses Mofya is exiting this competition if he can lose 4 more frames, which is most likely to be the case against a player this Hazzard leading 5-1. The news is that Kelvin is through to the round of last 8 and Caesar is out of the competition in its first round. Also, Ibrahim Kayanja is through to the round of last 8. So far, that is the update for now. Enjoy your view.
Giovanni, sì, a Giove. musi wa John Spani.